Hey, hey, hey. Hey, good people, come on in the room. I just want to talk to you for 1 minute. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've done a Dr. M's table. Hello. Who do I have here? Can I see you guys? I see Nikki Burgess. Hey, Nikki. Come on in the room for 1 second. I'm not going to be before you long. I just wanted to check in with the parents on today. Hey, parents, come on in the room for a minute. I want to check in on you all, you homeschool and virtual learning parents. I want to check in with you for a few minutes. Hey, Robert Fuller, I miss eating out with you. It's been so long since I've been to a restaurant. Hey, Miss Rita, you good? Okay, I'm checking on y'all. Hey there, Miss Tony Mazingo, how are you? Hey guys, it has been forever since I've done a Dr. M's table. I have been swamped. I think the last time I did a Dr. M's table was my birthday, and that was in April. So what is it? August the 17th. Hey, Carmelita. How are you? Listen, I wanted to pop in very quickly just to check on parents on today. I understand that for most people, today was the actual first day of school. And so I wanted to check on you to see how well you did, how well your students did. How are you doing? How's your blood pressure? How's your head? How's your feelings? How are your emotions? How's your heart? And I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement. So I jotted like maybe 5 things down that I just want you to remember as you are homeschooling and or virtual learning. I want to just give you 5 little things that I jotted down as you are homeschooling and or virtual learning. Hey, Apostle Jimmy, how are you doing? I feel like we haven't seen, well, I guess I haven't seen. Guys, I have been taking this quarantine/pandemic very seriously. Not saying that you haven't, but I have been actually nowhere. I've been home. I put on my mask. I go to the grocery store. I do, and then, that's a chore. Jesus, it's a chore. I used to love going to the grocery store, but that's like a whole ordeal. Anyway, that's not what this live is about. But I just wanted you guys to know that I do miss you, and I will start back doing Dr. M's tables very soon. I have been super busy writing 3 books, writing 3 publications, shall I say. 3 publications, 1 book, 2 publications, and I got a whole responsibility as being a part of a Bible college. I am now an adjunct professor, and not only am I an adjunct professor, but I'm actually restructuring the whole counseling department of this particular college. So I'm super excited about that university. I'm super excited about that, but it's time consuming and it's very taxing, and it's been a busy season, and I'm grateful though. I'm not complaining at all. My counseling business has gone to another level. As a matter of fact, this Saturday, I'm doing virtual interviewing for the very first time, and so I'm super excited about that. I have 5 interviewees that I'm interviewing for positions. I still have my Benson location. I still have my Goldsboro location, and I am doing my virtual location, and I love it. I actually really, really love it. And so anyway, again, hopped on here to talk to you homeschooling and virtual learning parents, okay? 5 things that I want to remind you of, okay? Number 1, Rome was not built in a day. I know you've heard that. Rome was not built in a day. Listen, take your time, parents. Take your time, pace yourselves, get what you can done on that particular day. Whatever you don't do, remember there's always tomorrow. You don't have to do everything today. I think what schools will learn, which is what I learned very quickly coming from an education background, is that you cannot cram 8 hours of a school day into 8 hours of virtual learning. It is impossible. It's unrealistic, and it's really unhealthy. And so I just want you to remember that whatever you get done on this particular day, that's what you get done. And there's always tomorrow. Okay? This is my second year of being a homeschool parent. Second year, seventh grader. I'm super excited about that. But remember, I spent 19 years in public education. So I kind of know both ends of the spectrum. You can't duplicate what your child does at a public school all day in a virtual learning environment. So don't beat yourself up over that. We know that there's some parents who, you have to work, right? And so you can't really be there to monitor and or help with everything. Don't beat yourself up about that, all right? That's number one. Number two, ask questions. I know that most parents have not come from an education background, although I believe that parents are the best teachers. However, you're not a teacher by trade. You don't have the teaching certification. And the most important thing is you probably don't have the patience. And that's okay. It's okay to ask questions, okay? No question is a stupid question. Ask questions. Ask people who have done it before. Inbox me if you want to, get some answers to some of your questions. It's not a problem. I was telling a parent not too long ago, I don't mind answering your questions, but when it comes into a full-flown mentorship, then of course I do have a program. Plug in for Divine Appointment. I do have a mentoring program. So if you want to get plugged into that, we can certainly do that. But don't forget, ask questions. If you don't know the answer, just simply type it in, plug into someone who's been doing it for a while. Okay. Number three, know when you are over your head. Okay? Know when you are over your head. I was sharing with a parent on last week that last year, so, I've taught English, I've been a guidance counselor, I've been an assistant, principal, intern, and I also was a district administrator over a pretty large district, 20,000 students, 20 schools. And so I felt like I'm pretty good at weighing pros and cons of curriculum and setting a curriculum and making sure that my son knew everything that he needed to know on last year, which was 6th grade. This is what I did discover, though. I am a great teacher, okay? I think I'm a good teacher to my son, but I'm not necessarily probably the best teacher for him at all times, which means for all subjects. And so this year, what I was smart enough to do is outsource some of the subjects that he's doing, okay? So, like, for example, he's taking a social and emotional learning class. Well, that's me all day long. I'm a therapist, so I can teach him that. But some things you can't learn from your mom. And so he has another teacher for that, and it's worked out for me. So, know when you're over your head. There's some things that I was doing on last year because I'm an entrepreneur, because I'm self-employed. When you're self-employed, you don't work, you don't eat. You have to work. And so because I was doing all of that, curriculum setting, attendance, making sure the schedule was good, all of that stuff, all the record keeping stuff, it became overwhelming at some point. Good, but overwhelming for me because now my course load, my life load has picked up. So I've outsourced some of that stuff. So make sure that you know when you are over your head. Number 4, don't forget to pray. Okay? Don't forget to pray. I know that sounds very trivial and like basic, but don't forget to pray. Ask God for wisdom. Ask God for guidance. Ask God for knowledge. And more importantly, ask Him for strategy. What works well for other people's household may not work well for yours. Okay? So find that out very quickly. Know what works well for you. Know what works well for your students. And what works well for your friends or for your church folk or whomever. It may not work well for you. For example, for public school, you get up very early and you go to school very early. Well, my son is not a morning person. So I knew on last year that getting him up at 6 a.m. and starting school at 7:30 or 8 o'clock did not work well for our family As well, it didn't work well for me because I like to get up early, spend some time with the Lord, work out, whatever. And so to get up early with him and then start schoolwork really impeded my success in the form of working out or spending time with the Lord. So what works well for him is around 9:30ish, 10ish. And then a full day of instruction is probably about 3 hours. Now this year, because he has 7 courses, he probably does a full 4-hour day of schoolwork, but definitely not 8. And so you have to know what works well for you. And again, he's taking 7 courses. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he takes 4. And on Tuesdays and Thursday, he takes 3. All of this work has to be done. He also has a chore list for Saturday. And then, you build some incentive in there as to, okay, so if you've done this, you've done that, then you get this. And so it works well for our family. It may not work well for yours, okay? So know what works well for you, but ask God for strategy. And then the last thing, very, very basic, don't forget to breathe. Okay? I know that parents are in an uproar, as well as teachers, administrators. I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for public school employees. This is a tough position to be in, a very tough position to be in as a leader, as a superintendent, as a principal, as a teacher. I've seen some parents complain and they're like, this school don't know what they're doing. Well, nobody knows what they're doing, beloved. We're in the midst of a pandemic, okay? No one knows what they're doing. And again, it goes back to whatever works well for your family. And I have learned this being a public school employee, the superintendent makes decisions based on the whole district, not just your child, a whole district. And so you have to give them grace. You have to give them a little bit of leniency. And you also have to pray much for them. You're talking about a man or a woman with the broad shoulders of every student in the district on their shoulders, and they're having to make decisions for not only the students but for the workers, everybody that's employed by a school district. This is a very tedious yet strategic time, and I won't get into my thought processes on what's happening today and why, but I will tell you this: you just need to pray, because this is the beginning of public school being restructured. And so you need to pray, and you need to pray about how you fit into that and how your students fit into that, or if they do or if they don't. I mean, it's everybody needs to pray at this particular time. But my 5th point is, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to enjoy the day. If your child or your student is having a bad day and it just seems like they're off, shut it down. Shut it down for the day. Go outside, play basketball. Go outside, eat an ice cream cone. Watch something funny on Netflix, but shut it down for the day. Don't forget to breathe. Everything is not, you don't always have to be on, okay? Don't forget to just take some time, breathe in, push it out, and relax. It is the beginning of a new school year, but it is also a time where we've never seen before. This is a pandemic/quarantine, and pretty much no one knows what they're doing. So you're not expected to know it all as well. Okay? So breathe and give yourself a break. Please don't forget to give your students a break. Give your little people a break. Listen, as mundane or silly as it sounds to you, little people haven't gotten their new school clothes. They didn't get to get on their bus. They're not really seeing their friends. It's tough. It's tough for young people as well. So give everybody grace, even yourself. So if it's been a stressful day for you today, parents, breathe in, breathe out. Get you something nice to eat, something great, cool to drink. Take a bubble bath, ladies, men, and decompress and start again tomorrow. The blessed thing about God is that there are new mercies every day. And so start again tomorrow with new mercy, new grace, new perspective, okay? A fresh perspective. And then remember that you have help, okay? So I just again wanted to check on you, just to make sure that you're okay. Make sure that you know that I'm still here. Um, I I am creating content, um, a lot, but in a lot of different forms, and so I appreciate your prayers. I solicit your prayers. I thank you for your prayers. And I just appreciate what I'm seeing on my timeline. I was sharing with someone um, yesterday, and then my husband on today, that I just appreciate everything that I've been seeing on your timelines. People are budding, they are flourishing in the time of this pandemic slash quarantine, and it's a beautiful thing. Beloved, don't get tripped up by this virtual schooling, by this homeschooling. Your student, your son, your daughter will not get left behind. God is not going to leave them behind. They're not going to be dumbed down or slow, okay? Because they have you, they have me, they have the community, they have the village, and we just need to go to the drawing board at the feet of Jesus and make sure that he provides us a blueprint for what's next and what's new and what's a new normal. Okay? So again, wanted to check in with you and just say, hey, let me see if I have any questions before I go. You guys know how I like to do it. I like to greet my people. I don't see any questions. They all just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. They just disappeared. Oh, there they are. Sorry. Okay. Hey. Let's see. Hey. Okay, great. Thank you for picking up. Yes, Carmelita, I did pick you up in the spirit all day. Listen, I had time. I was sitting under that dryer and I was reading everything, all the comments and things. Please don't get frustrated, Carmelita. Don't get frustrated at all. Let's see who else is on here. Hey guys. Hallelujah. Got it. Great insight. Wonderful truth. Thank you for checking in. Absolutely. Good. Took a quick break from teaching. Good for you, Dr. Tish. Took a quick break from teaching. Hey, Angela Nelson. Yeah, guys, don't forget to take breaks. I was telling my friend, that's who it was, my girlfriend, Shavonda. She posted something on Facebook. She's not feeling well, so of course with the sinus infection and you having to wear a mask, it's just horrible. I hate wearing the mask to the grocery store, so I can't imagine sitting in a classroom all day long with this mask on. But anyway, I was saying to her that she's not the only one. I feel her. I feel the agony. Take a break. Take a breather. This is new for everybody. And so our expectations as parents, for educators, please don't let it be unrealistic. They're also going through something at the same time. You're talking about talking and teaching with something covering your face. Listen, I almost hyperventilate when I go get a massage because I have to turn over on that massage table into that thing that covers your face. I can't stand that. I don't like anything covering my face, so I don't like it. So I can't imagine going somewhere all day having to talk and perform with this on my face, which is one of the reasons why I'm not open yet, because I know I can't do that and be at my maximum potential all day long. And I'm not going to subject my family to everybody else's coronavirus germs. So I'm just not going to do that. So anyway, that's why we're virtual. So any more questions on time? I just showed parts of the secret, teaching mindfulness and self-awareness. Absolutely. Just take it all in and breathe, and just make sure that you understand that, Rome wasn't built in a day. Ask questions if you have questions. Know when it is that you're over your head. Pray, ask God for wisdom, knowledge, and strategy. And don't forget to breathe, and ultimately let your little people have fun. Let them go outside. Let them play basketball. Let them run around. Let them ride their bike. But don't keep them cooped up in a room or in a corner for 8 hours in a day and then all night doing homework. That's no bueno. No good, all right? Okay, any more questions? I love you guys. thank you for allowing me to just pop up and not really give you any notice. Again, I just wanted to check in with my parents. I've seen some distressed parents today. I've seen some really happy parents today. I realize that I'm not like most parents in the fact that I am blessed to be able to work from home. There's some parents who don't have that option, and I'm so empathetic. I get it. But I thank God for the ability for parents who are able to work from home, that you rearrange, your schedule, your time, and your life. And that's important. I'm praying for you teachers. I see you on here, Takesha Henry White. I'm praying for you. I know how passionate you are about your students and about teaching. It's just tough for everybody, guys. So I guess I came on to say, not only do you give teachers and educators and facilitators and administrators a break, give yourselves a break, okay? Give yourselves a break. No one has ever been in this moment before. This is history. This is new normal. And we're going to get through it together, okay? All right? I love you with a big and I will try to come back on earlier than later. Okay? Peace, love, hair grease.